Welcome to the Mythos Mystery Society presents Root, a game of woodland might and right brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies, it's full of rats and bugs. Tonight in the Schmuckies Mystery Mansion, we decided to take a walk in the woods. We got really lost, and then we noticed that all the animals in the forest were the same size as us. It was a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids situation,
Being
I think.
told there's bad sound.
Bad sound, can't hear.
No sound.
Oh no.
Hey, fantastic.
Yes.
Does it sound terrible? How does it sound? Is it completely awful? I can move this back a little bit. Anyway, that was a long spiel that will be on the YouTube that I don't feel like repeating.
It also says,
long story short, we went into the Mystery Mansion, then we went outside, and then we got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There was this huge lore thing about the Schmuckies Mystery Mansion. It was a lot. I'm not going to go into it right now, but anyway,
I'm not Jason.
We're the Mythos Mystery Society, and I'm going to let Ty introduce this one because he is the one running it. So go for it.
Dave Olsen and Orson and Jack Dar in the wrong places.
Yes, we are swapped.
What an amateur night.
What a shit
I thought
show.
I signed up.
I'm sorry it's canceled for tonight until Dave can get his shit together.
Yeah, my runner said that this would be a professional production. And so green M&Ms.
Go for it, Ty.
Cool. I am Ty. I am going to be the keeper for this evening and for the first season of Through Thorn and Thistle, a root adventure. Let's go around. Everyone say your name and your character in the playbook. Let's start with Dave.
Okay. My name is Poe. I'm Dave. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing as Poe. It's spelled O-P-O. You don't pronounce the first O, but you do pronounce the second one. I'm playing as the Vagrant, and I'm a possum. And you'll hear my character voice when I damn well tell you it. I'm going to throw it over to Jason.
Hello, I'm Jason. I'd use he, him. I am playing Jackdaw, the Crow Tinkerer. And then Tom.
Hello, I am Tom. I go by he, him. I am playing as Orson, the chronicler burrowing owl. So like a smaller owl that I'm not... it's not your average owl. All right. And yeah, I think that's it for now, right?
Okay. And with that, we will get started. And it turns out I did have an episode name, but that's fine. Chapter 1 is called Entanglements. We open on a calm, still night, lit up by a sky full of stars and a nearly full moon. A campfire flickers, a handful of tents set up haphazardly nearby. There are a few stumps and large rocks set up in a circle around the flame, and we see one figure holding a leather-bound journal. As we zoom in, the figure comes into clarity. A white rabbit with pink eyes, one ear pointed straight up, the other lazily covering part of his left eye. A small part of his tongue seems to be permanently hanging out the side of his mouth. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Cinnamon, and I'm here to tell you about a story. And he opens the book. This is a story about warring factions and constant chaos, the tides of battle that are shifted by a group of mercenaries known as the Vagabonds. And here's how our story begins. And we fade out. We fade back in on day, a different part of the woods. There are just a few individuals, 3 actually, in these woods walking about 1 day away from a nearby town called Coolclaw Mine. As of right now, the 3 of you are headed there for the promise of money and reputation. The rumors have spread around the woodlands that multiple factions have taken an interest in this clearing. If any one of you wants to roll for more information about this, you can.
I would like to.
Excellent.
I was going to say, I feel like that's the owl's thing.
I'm going to get the bottom of this.
So either you have a character... Well, it's more of like you would have done this ahead of time, and that's kind of why you're leading the group there.
Yeah, I feel like my guy would know it. Consult knowledge in order to understand a political conflict. Lore master?
Lore master would be, the one you need.
Okay. 7.
Yeah, you should have stuck with that 11, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, I said it.
That's fine.
Them's the facts, kid.
Okay, 7. So you didn't get a miss. You got a mixed success. So on a hit, the GM will tell you what information you remember that completes your understanding of the messy situation. So you have some idea what's going on. So what you knew and kind of what brought all of you there is this Coolclaw Mine is a one of the most profitable mines in this specific woodland. Just for everyone's reference, a woodland would be kind of like a state or a small country. Clearings are like the towns within. So Coolclaw Mine is kind of like a town or city. There's a very profitable mine of Foxsteel there. It is recently, as of a couple years ago, been taken over by the Marquis deCat. Previously, the Erie dynasty was in charge, but after their civil war many years ago, they lost control and the Marquis took it over. There is it is not a completely like calm takeover. There are some dissidents and there is some rumors of like rebellion. That's kind of what
within the Marquis deCat.
No, within just the town itself.
Okay, so the town does not like the Marquis deCat around.
At least some of them do. You don't know that the entire town is miserable. You just know that there are some dissidents there.
Okay. And we're all traveling together? We already know each other?
The three of you. Yeah, actually, so the three of you know each other. Describe your bonds with one another. Because you each have character bonds.
I know me and Jackdaw exposed a lizard cult sect that allowed the river folk to take back their land. And we exposed a real piece of shit named Praetor Shelm specifically. And he ain't happy about it. I don't know. Is he do we know the whereabouts of Praetor Shelm?
No, not right now.
He will definitely not come back in this campaign whatsoever, and it's just a name I threw out there.
Speaking of me and Jackdaw, one time
Jackdaw.
we're all pretty good friends with Jackdaw. Unfortunately, that's the only one I have because the other
I don't have Dave.
Yeah. So me and Jackdaw, there was this one time that we were both trying to con some of the Marquis deCat out of their coin. And I played dead to see if I could get away with stealing some stuff, but you saw right through it and pointed it out, and we had a really fun time running away from the cats that night. And I only forgave you because you got stabbed and I didn't. So I thought I was just like, you know what, it's fine.
Yeah. Poe and I, great working relationship, just know each other's works. I can see right through his playful tricks, clearly. And then, Orson, birds of a feather right here. Stick together.
Exactly.
That's my bro.
We have the same feathers, he and I. I and him.
You all begin to approach the outskirts of the forest, and you can see the town in the distance. As you exit the dense forest, the first thing you see actually before you smell it, before you see it, you're able to smell charcoal, burning charcoal.
Now, really quick, what's the name of the town? Is it actually
Coolclaw Mine? It's named after the mine.
The whole town is named after the mine.
Yeah.
So we know what kind of place this is. You know what I'm saying?
It's a mine! That's my character voice.
Oh my!
Welcome to my character voice.
It's a mix of Toad and something else.
You boys stick with me. I've been around mine towns before. You know what I'm saying?
Is the town yours?
No. Where'd you find
I
this
don't
guy?
get it.
Where'd you find this guy, Jack? Yeah, since I don't know Poe. Or is it just Poe?
It's just Poe. You don't pronounce the O. The first one. You do pronounce the second one.
How does anyone know that the O is there?
Oh.
Shut up! I'm down playing
supposed
dead
to
on
take your word for it? Oh, jeez, look at him. Thought you said you were bringing a professional, Jack.
He's the only one I know.
Where's the other guy?
You know your other traveling companion is taking up the rear, maybe a day or so, probably less than a day behind, just taking up care of some business.
What's their name, really quick? I think Chris said it.
I'm gonna confirm before we do that.
Okay.
You know mole rats! They take forever! They can barely
blind.
see where they're going!
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have left our blind companion a day behind us.
He'll figure it out!
Well, onward to Coolclaw Mine. I'm gonna break this wide open, Jack. And Oppo. I refuse to not say the O.
Just Poe!
It's
Just open.
The dense forest thins, giving way to rolling hills and farmland. As you all get closer, you can see there is a variety of farms, each dutifully attended to by a decent handful of workers. There are several armored catfolk milling around the town. Some seem to be keeping an eye on the farmers, others just kind of walking around town square. That's it.
Some of these kittens are carrying heat, if you know what I mean, Oppo.
Just Poe! So you said there's Marquis deCat walking around kind of patrolling things?
Yeah. The things you see, there's a lot of farms on the outskirts of this, on the outskirts of the town. There is some sort of like a town square. There is a big like mountain to the back that we're used in the mine.
So Poe loves to, he works with the Woodland Alliance a lot, so he's kind of used to working with people who work against a system. So what I would like to do is to kind of scope the crowd to read a tense situation.
Sure, yeah.
To see if there is anyone that's like, basically has that rebellious look about them. Like maybe they're still doing their job, but they're like clearly like, I'm thinking about starting a revolution.
Yeah, like
That look in their eyes.
Star Wars Rogue One, somebody talking about hope too much.
You did get a 7. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's better.
I got a
What?
7. I got an 8.
You got an 8.
Yeah.
You're so
Okay.
nicer than mine. The graphics different.
You can ask me one question.
I guess let's say who is vulnerable, because that's kind of like the description I kind of gave. Like, those are the people that would be like probably the most wanting to start a revolution kind of thing, or at least know what the problems of the town are.
Well, you can ask like what should you be on the lookout for.
I guess that works too, yeah.
Sure.
Either way, yeah.
There isn't necessarily like one person that like hops like that stands out. There are some, I would say, some farmers that look a little more disgruntled than others on one of the farms. Some of like, there's just some foxes that look very downtrodden, very exhausted. You do notice there are a fair amount of catfolk that are drinking or kind of around the tavern, the Hoppled Frog. Kind of like an overwhelming presence of them there, kind of like some of them being rowdy and drinking. Those are the two, I think, places where the presence of the catfolk seems more disturbing than others.
Really quick, I'm sorry. I do need a vague refresher of what the objective of us coming to here was. Like, why did we decide we wanted to come here?
You don't have one.
Oh,
No,
we just were on our way here.
No, the thing is, you are a group of vagabonds in this world, which is basically mercenaries.
So we want to look for a way to get money or something to keep
money
doing
or
our
reputation.
life.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you all have your own character goals specifically, but there is also, as a band, you want to make money and reputation to make more money and reputation.
Okay.
As you were walking in, some of the farmers take notice of you, but not much. But there are several cat folk who take notice of a band of strangers entering town.
Some of these tabbies are really sticking their. I'm trying to look at thesaurus for cat words. Some of these tabbies are sniffing at us a little too much. My bird bones really don't like it.
Do you think we should do the usual?
I've never met you before.
Right.
Talking about like a number 6.
Number 6. See, Actor gets it. So we should. Here's what we do. Listen. I come up to Orson and I like grab your shoulders. Listen. So what we're gonna do? Here's what we're gonna do. Me and Actor do this all the time. I'm gonna go look for the people that are like they want to start a revolution. Because they probably have good coin and they need a little help with a little, pushing people in the right direction. So I'm gonna go talk to the people in the farm over there. They
You're
seem
gonna
like
blow
good
out a
people.
matchstick when there's a bonfire right there.
Yeah. And then
I'm saying what you're doing is useless.
you'll see it gets Arson, wherever you want to go. There you go, dude. You can go talk to the cats in the bar or whatever. I don't care. I'm going. I'll see you later. And I just kind of like get on all fours. And I walk over to the trees near the farm.
Okay.
And I'll hold my turn from there.
Okay. Jack and Orson, where are you guys going?
I think I'd like to talk to one of the townsfolk that seem a little bit disgruntled.
Okay. Just someone in town, or you're gonna go up to like a farmer, or you want to go into the bar? Those are kind of the three options.
Like a farmer.
Okay. The same as Poe, or are you going a different direction?
I'll go to a different one.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we'll let him do his own thing.
Are you going,
You know,
Arson? Are you going with Jack?
I'll go with him.
Okay. You approach one of the farms. There are fences around. The cat folk take notice of you, the soldiers, as you guys approach. But the foxes working the field seem fairly. They seem upset, but they are still doing their work fairly dutifully as you both approach.
I'm gonna flap and rest on a fence nearby.
I was about to say, I'm in a tree. Did you want to rest in the tree next to me on a branch?
No, we're on a different farm.
No, I'm sitting on the
different.
fence. Perched on the fence. So, what's the deal here?
The foxes look at, like, one of the foxes looks at you kind of a little confused and then looks to the soldiers, continues to work and says, not much, just doing my day's work. Can I help you, strangers?
You want to tell us a little bit about these towns?
Can we help you?
Yeah, you're going to
Persuade?
yes, it's persuade an NPC.
Ooh.
Oh,
I was
one of
gonna
you.
try to figure someone out instead.
Oh yeah, you could do that, absolutely.
Okay. Alright. Charm is my charm's in -1.
Well, that's a 3, my
That's
dude.
real bad.
Yeah. So on a miss, he kind of the other one kind of like grabs the man that was talking to you his shoulder and kind of pulls him back to work the field, and he kind of looks at you and kind of scoffs and goes back to work.
Orson, I think they have problems.
I think you should have let me do all the talking, Jack.
Well, you could talk to the next one.
You're the talons, I'm the beak, as we always say.
And we will shift to Poe at a different farm.
Okay. Well, actually, I wanted to wait kind of until a little bit later in the day.
Oh, okay.
So I don't mind it.
Sleep in the
Yeah,
tree.
I'm in a tree, like overlooking a farm. Essentially, is where I'm
Okay.
hanging out. I have all 4 limbs on the branch. I look like just like a real fucking possum. Occasionally, people see me in the tree, and I'm just like.
Never liked them mop-upsums.
How
No one knows how to say it.
how long are you intending to wait there?
I think I'd like to. Yeah, I guess I'd like to blend in and wait. Is there like a thing for that?
There is a roguish talent, I believe, that's like hide. You can use that if you want, or
I'm not necessarily hiding too terribly hard.
That's fine.
Let's put it that way.
okay.
I'm-
How long? Just give me a time frame.
I want to say like a couple of hours. I want it to be kind of turning to dusk, I guess you can say. As
Just
it,
leaving us alone for a couple hours.
Yeah. I'm basically.
Yeah.
You know what? I guess
Sorry,
I'm
we'll
kind
get
of
to the bottom of
scoping the
this.
situation as
fine.
I'm waiting, just to kind of
That's fine.
see like what do the guards do, what do the
Yeah.
farmers do, and who
I
stands
got him
out.
on surveillance, I guess.
Overwatch in the tree.
Poe, you do your Overwatch for a decent amount of time.
Overwatch.
It's about 30 minutes. Less than the several hours you had planned before a group of soldiers comes up to you.
Well, our plan quickly became a break out of jail plan.
Can we help you? Are you here for any specific purpose?
Is that what we're going with for the market?
Yes, this is the cat force.
Unexpected for sure.
See, with Marquis, I just assumed they'd be French, but
Unfortunately, my French accent is it's not quite there. So
These are
it's-
Russian tabbies from a
it's-
different part of town.
this came.
No, just visiting. Still in the tree.
Well, the Coolclaw Mine is not known for its tourist traps or pleasant views.
Just passing through!
Roll persuade an NPC or trick an NPC.
I'm gonna go with persuade an NPC, which I'm assuming is charm, right?
Yeah.
You've fallen for my trap card. It is 4 plus 2 is 6, which is still bad. That's
still a failure.
I'm gonna use my dice for now, actually.
Sure. They kind of begin to there's like 4 of them. They begin to encircle the tree. Unfortunately, you are obviously welcome to stay here. I can't believe you're making some of the farmers nervous, and you could just maybe perhaps go to wherever you're intending to stay for the evening. It's
How would I make anyone nervous? But okay.
There is a child fox on the mine, crying.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bar for a little bit. And I get out of the tree by going tail first. I hook my tail around and drop down upside down, and then I get down on all fours. Okay, goodbye.
We could show you the way, and they walk you.
That won't be necessary, sir. I know where the bar is.
They walk you at least part of the way. It's not a massive town. They walk you at least part of the way to the bar.
That works out, because I was just about to suggest to Jack, why don't you and I go wet our beaks?
Oh, okay.
In the bar, specifically. Because we can do it anywhere. Birds take baths wherever they want. That's a law in this countryside. Just a couple of pheasants wetting in our feathers. But yeah, we're gonna walk to the bar.
Sure. You kind of meet up around the same time after your field conversation with the farmers. You all meet up at the Hoppled Frog. It is a local distillery. It's got it's kind of built into one of the rocks overhanging the town. But it looks nice. There is a picture of a nice cartoon frog.
Does the animal playing the piano stop playing the piano when we walk through the door?
It's not that fancy, unfortunately. Okay. There's no one playing any piano.
There are a clacking spoons against his knees. Stop clacking spoons.
Yeah, there is a fireplace lit with about 2 mice sharing a nice bottle of wine near it. There's also a couple scattered tables that are mostly empty, and there's maybe 1 or 2 patrons warmly chatting with the fox behind the bar.
Well, I think me and you, Jack, we should go talk to that mutt behind the bar.
But you see Poe as well. Poe is arrived at the same time.
Ah, look, our professional has arrived.
Hope's here.
With an escort. With an escort of bleak noise.
They didn't walk in. The soldiers. There actually are no soldiers inside.
I'm pretending to not know you.
That's easy for us because I don't know you.
Yeah, I just kind of pull my hood over my face a little bit.
I hop across the bar and then hop onto a bar stool next on the bar. A little close to the other. You said there were 2 foxes at the bar, or 2
There
cats?
is a fox behind the bar, and there are 2 patrons. Actually, one is a fox and one is a cat at the bar as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's sit next to them, and I say, bartender, give me your 8th finest.
You see the fox woman behind the bar. She kind of narrows her eyes for a minute at you and says, "All right, 8th finest. I can see what we got back here."
I'm so glad she's Irish. That's awesome.
And kind of goes through the wine. And she sees Jack too. Anything for your friend? What's the same?
He'll take the 9th finest. I always drink better than my friends.
It's a good policy to have.
I don't know what that says about me. I'll let the audience decide.
I always drink better than my friends.
I'll just take a water.
Water.
She kind of goes back and comes back a couple minutes later. I think this is at least probably the right finest. There's a nice glass of red wine. 1 glass of red wine, a glass of looks like maybe a rosé for Jack, and then a water as well.
You still got him the 9th finest.
Well, that's on his tab.
Sure. So actually, we'll talk about tabs too. If you want, Yeah, well, if you look at your, you don't have to do this right now because that's kind of like that's minimal. If you want to keep buying things here or you want like more, on your character sheet, you have kind of 3 health bars. One of them is called depletion. Anytime you want to use like, oh, I have a rope with me. Oh, I have like a thing of oil. You can mark depletion. Or if like, okay, I want to spend a little bit of money here for whatever reason, that can count as like pocket change as well.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to use it now, but just that is a mechanic in this game.
So we don't necessarily have. Do we have like a limited amount of money?
So
Or
that
is it
will only
we're
come
gonna
into
do that?
no. You only have money will come into play. Like let's say you do a job for someone and they do offer you money as a reward. I will give you some money, like a value, and you can use that for things. Otherwise, just like pocket change for like spending the night or buying things.
Is there a different form of currency that's used in this animal world?
So currency in this world, you would all know this. In the woodland, because there are so many factions, there actually isn't a centralized currency. A lot of people do trade in coin, silver, and gold.
I was just expecting you to say like acorns.
Acorns
No.
or snail shells.
No. So barter is actually most common in the woodland, but like the Marquis deCat do have a coin. It is a gold pressed coin, and
Nobody likes it.
The Erie does use a form of currency as well. It's a kind of
And
silver.
Lizard Cult only does NFTs.
exclusively NFTs.
Exclusively through the blockchain. All right, can I try to pay for the drinks, but the fox has to say we don't take that kind of coin around here.
If you have, sure, if you can mark depletion, you have some Erie currency on you, and that would probably no longer be accepted here.
Okay, yeah, I'll try it to see their reaction.
Sure.
I'm nosying it out, ferreting it out, but that's a little. We don't say that around here. I'll mark depletion for that.
Okay, yeah, I won't make you roll anything for it because you mark depletion. You pass over some Erie coins, and you see the cat takes notice, and so does the woman at the bar as she takes them. Well, typically we don't really take this anymore, unfortunately.
Is she eyeing the cat that's nearby?
She's eyeing you, actually. She's eyeing
fuck.
you and the cat.
oh yeah. Okay, my bad. We'll find another way to pay for this.
With this, since you spent depletion, you get the feeling she isn't like mad or offended. She is very curious by this. She's intrigued.
Okay. Can I'm just gonna.
I want to ask when the policy changed.
Okay, yeah.
Aristocracy was accepted everywhere.
Well, a few years back, once the Erie dynasty fell apart.
Damn, I knew you were gonna say fell apart.
And the Marquis found the way here. They preferred they use their currency, and shows a couple of Marquis coins.
Okay.
But this once, I might be able to look the other way for some new customers. And
Right in front of a soldier. Bravo.
The soldier takes notice, but doesn't fight about it or anything.
Is he drunk? Is he in a mood that he doesn't want to take part of it
We'll
'cause he's
figure
having
someone
a
out.
good
This is
time?
a figure someone out for sure.
It's actually a -1 for me because apparently I'm not charming.
That's also
Guess who the most charming character in this party is? I got a +2 in that fucker.
I think. Okay,
I got a
give me
6.
So you could help. Help in this game, I believe, is not a dice roll. It actually is an exhaustion.
That makes sense.
So if anyone wants to bring that up to a mixed success, they could, or they could let Tom's failure stand.
It's not me. I'm not near them. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up. I'll help.
Yeah, you're my hype man, by the way.
Alright,
So
mark an exhaustion.
I'm the beat.
Mark
you're
an
the
exhaustion.
talent.
And for her kindness, I'm going to hand her a pebble.
A what?
A pebble.
Oh, I thought you said a puppy.
It's like just a regular
Is
person.
that a currency?
Yeah. So mark exhaustion to add a +1 or a -2 to someone after rolling for.
Oh, so I
you
can
can hurt people.
I can screw somebody up.
Okay. So yeah, you did it. You chased us out. That's very kind. Thank you. Wait, you're giving it to he was trying to figure out someone.
I was trying
cat.
to figure out, the cat. Like, if he's drunk, is he having a good time? Why does he not care that we're talking this way right in front of him?
I guess
seems confident.
Yeah, Jack, if you're giving a pebble, I guess that can kind of distract the cat a little bit while like Orson tries to ascertain true motivation. What you get from, I mean, Jason helped you too, so I don't have to do nothing. What you get from the help and kind of the observation is and especially with the Jason kind of bringing up Jack bringing up paying a pebble afterward, he doesn't look like he's wasted or anything or belligerent. It looks like he took notice of you paying with a different currency, but it is not like the most important part of it. He's off shift now. He's not.
Okay, so he's not automatically aggressive about us doing
not
this.
at all.
Okay, it's good to know what the common toms are like.
Oh,
That's me?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I want to go over to the 2 mice by the fireplace.
Okay. Yeah, you approach.
What are they? What are they already talking about as I'm walking up?
How good's your hearing?
Probably pretty good. Do you want
roll
me to
plus
roll
luck.
something?
I want you to roll luck.
Just luck? Okay, so it's just 1. I guess +1. It just says 1. It doesn't say.
It's +1.
Yeah, I think I forgot to put the plus in. Hada! It's really bad. I got a 4.
They notice you approaching and they like clam up. Like
I walk over. There's like, I imagine it's like 2 couches, and one of them is at either of them, and then there's a chair, and I walk up to the chair, mouth open, and then I sit down into the chair and I go.
There is a silence between these 2 mice, which, like, as you get closer, you assume they're on some sort of date.
Oh. Unexpected! Oh no!
They were sharing wine by the fire, is how they were described.
I was expecting something else. After a moment of really awkward silence, I lean in and I just go, "Hey, I'm from out of town. I couldn't help but notice there's a bunch of the and I like kind of make a weird possum sound, but make a head noise towards the Marquis deCat sitting at the bar.
Yeah, it's been that way for a couple years now.
Yeah, is it? Do you
This is awful.
Well, what's the vibe though? Are they cool? Like, are they? Do you like? Are they?
What
good?
year is it? In this world?
They passed the vibe check.
I'll roll for a vibe check.
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, it's not
Okay,
too
how
bad here.
old are these 2 mice? Are they like a young couple?
Oh, they look like younger, middle age, maybe.
Probably younger than me.
Yeah, younger than you, probably.
Okay. Do you bear like? Do you have any like? it's it's really hard to ask questions about like things with this voice. I'm like just trying to ask normal questions, and I can't stop cracking up. It's just like, do your parents like have any problems
Jesus.
with what's going on in town?
Okay. Roll the persuaded NPC as this conversation gets a little more serious.
That's charm. Okay. I'm
Yeah, that's charm.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to like look over my shoulder and send Jack over to him to help out.
You can. You notice it. It's not a very big place.
I don't know what it is today, but I'm perpetually rolling 4s the entire time, no matter if I'm using Roll20 or my real dice. I got a 2, like a snake eyes, and I got a +2 for charm, so it's a 4 again.
Yeah, one of the mice. I'm an orphan, actually.
Oh, way to go.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it sucks though, right? Do they make you like? Do they overwork people in the mines, or what's going on in the mines? I hear the mines are a big thing about your town, right?
They look like horrified and concerned at their nice date now being ruined by you. Do you maybe want like a drink, sir? Are you like do you want a drink?
I'll take a drink.
Okay, the bar's over there.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Just hop off the seat and begrudgingly walk over to the. Actually, what's the daylight like? What the time?
It's now becoming dusk. It's been now you gather. It's been at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours since you guys have arrived.
Good. I'm gonna actually look at the bar, but then I'm gonna walk out of the bar. To
Okay.
The night. Now that it's nighttime.
Are you walking out sneakily or confidently?
I want to say sneakily because people kind of escorted me here, so I don't want
Sure.
them to know I left.
Do you want to roll sneak?
Yeah. Is that a basic
That's a
move?
roguish feat. So if you have it, you can roll it with whatever stat it is. Otherwise, you have to roll with luck, I believe.
I pick lock and sleight of hand, so no, I don't have it. So you said roll luck?
Yeah, roll with luck.
Okay. I'm gonna use roll 20. 8! That's 8 plus 1, so 9.
Nice!
Hey, I
Almost-
passed something for
Almost
fucking
a
once.
full. Yeah, that's still a mixed success. So there's going to be some kind
Yeah.
of. Poe, what happens is you are very concerned and you scurry off into the darkness. You don't kind of see any. You don't really take a view of anything as you do. You kind of just get out of there, and that's kind of the cost you have.
So,
Where are you headed exactly?
I just kind of want to walk around town and see if there's any kind of Woodland Alliance-esque gatherings of people that seem disgruntled. That
Okay.
aren't Marquis deCat specifically.
Okay.